Alright. Oh, I cannot see chat. What the fuck? Hold on. I gotta pull it up on my phone. Your forehead looks nice today. Yeah, I know. I got that Nick Merckx camera angle. Well, if I just like, that's better. I'll mute myself real quick. What's up, Jayla? All right. Sorry, I was just munching on some noodles. Well, let's get into it.
Oh, yeah. Pale blood. Well, you've come to the right place. Yharnam is the home of blood ministration. You need only unravel its mystery. But where's an outsider like yourself to begin? Easy.
Indeed, that is a
With bit of
W
Yharnam
forehead.
blood of your own.
You can't even see my forehead.
But
Yo,
first,
hold on.
you'll need
Forehead
a contract.
reveal. Dude, I ain't gonna lie, that's crazy. Alright, let me show. I'm gonna name him Machiavelli. Wait, actually, no. Let me, what's a... There you go. Perfect name. Fabrizio. He's gonna be a mature man. I'm gonna go with the military veteran, or is it professional? Low key professional. I usually like whenever I KSI wishes he had year 4. That's insane. Usually when I play this game, I always go for a skill build. To me, getting them critical hits matters a lot. Excuse me. I also neglect my endurance a lot, and this origin just starts you out at 12 endurance, which is pretty decent. Anyway, you're gonna make him a burly man. And face details. Yeah, let's not have him with a receding hairline. Matter of fact, let's give him this like emo cut. Wait, actually no, he's like a mature man, right? There we go. That's very mature. Yes. Or should I do just the mustache? I think I'm gonna do just the mustache. Or do they have like a goatee with that mustache? They don't. Alright, I think... You know what? I'm about to make an exquisite gentleman. There we go, there we go. And then the beard. There we go. That's what I'm fucking talking about. He looked like a real hunter for real. And then his eye color. Let's give him baby blue eyes. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Alright. I fucks with it. I fucks with it. Yo. What's up, D-Ray? Is this it? I think this is the character, y'all. Fabrizio. Oh yeah, let me know if the audio is good. Like if I need to like tweak it, cause I didn't really check it that well. Now I'll try to like sprinkle some lore shit in here while I play.
All signed and sealed. Now, let's begin the transfusion. Oh, don't you worry. Whatever happens, you may think it all a mere bad dream.
Fun fact, we never see this guy after this cutscene. This is the only time we see this guy. But what we can infer is that our character, we came to Yarnum looking for something called Pale Blood. Yarnum is a town that's known for their healing church. Their healing church uses a special kind of blood that pretty much can cure anything, like any sort of sickness, any sort of illness. That's what we're here for. However, outsiders are not welcome in Yarnum. The only way for an outsider to go into Yarnum, there's two ways. I forgot the first way, but the only other way is to become a hunter and to hunt for the healing church. So that's what our character is doing right now. Our character's a hunter, and we are to become a hunter, you have to undergo a blood transfusion, and this blood transfusion gives hunters immense strength, endurance, stamina, durability, all that. I said endurance and stamina, but you get the point. You pretty much become like a superhuman.
You found yourself a hunter.
So that's what our character just did. What we saw was like those little guys crawling on us. Those people worship hunters. Those are dream inhabitors, but we don't have to worry about that. But yeah. What's up, Samson? Hey, Milk, how you doing, bro? I'm just studying for finals. Figured I'd take a few minutes to pop in and say what's up. Just got my first one done. That's what's up, bro. I appreciate you spending. Jesus Christ. I appreciate. Sorry. I appreciate you taking the time out your day to do that, bro. I hope you pass or whatever you're doing. Handwritten scroll. Seek pale blood to transcend the hunt. So as you can see, we didn't write this. Somebody else wrote this. We don't know who. We literally don't know. But yeah. Anywho, pale blood is important. I don't really know why it's important, but yes, this is important. But yeah, this is the clinic where people undergo the little blood transfusion and whatnot, and that's what our character just did, so that we can pretty much go into Yarnum and look for the pale blood, so we can, be, I don't know what we need pale blood for, but we're looking for pale blood. Now, the reason why Yarnum don't accept outsiders, though, is interesting, and I'll get into that a bit later. All we know is Yarnum don't like outsiders, and we are an outsider, and the only way that we are accepted into Yarnum is if we become a hunter, and now we are technically a hunter. I'm gonna see if I can kill this guy. You're supposed to die here, but if you're good enough. I missed my chance. I'm blocking. There we go. He gives you 3 blood vials, which is pretty nice. I like to not die. I don't know why. You can die. It's honestly better if you like die to him so you can get your weapons quicker. But I don't know. Ego. Humble request here, but could you one day stream you playing Donkey Kong Country Returns HD? If I can, I mean, I don't know, man. Maybe. If I can somehow find out a way to stream it, maybe. If I'm bored, yeah. But there's actually quite a few games I have in mind. But may I ask you why specifically Donkey Kong Country Returns HD? Man, I wish I could play this game. Yeah. It's crazy how like PlayStation didn't even like acknowledge like this game's 10th anniversary. Central Yharnam. So now we're in Central Yharnam. This right here is ultimately where we need to go. We are trying to make it to the Grand Cathedral because that's where the healing church is at, and that's, you know, possibly where Pale Blood is. I guess we don't really know that yet, or our character doesn't know that yet, but that's essentially where we're trying to go. And that's something that I really like in this game. Like when you go, like the first thing you do, or the first thing you see when you get into like the first area of the game, you see like where you're supposed to be at. Anyway, I'm gonna see if I can kill this guy too. I want to get his attention over here so he doesn't wake up his homeboys. Oops. Oops. Let me heal just in case. God damn it. The only reason why I'm trying to kill him is because he will follow you up that ladder if you don't. And I want to talk to Gilbert before I go into the hunter stream. Alright. There we go. I'm not gonna worry about those two dudes over there, because I don't need to. Just know if you walk over there, if you walk over there, those two guys will wake up and jump you. Appreciate everybody who's pulling up for this stream. So what you just heard, that is the cleric beast. You just heard like a screech, like a yell or whatever. That's gonna be the first boss we encounter in this game. That's called the cleric beast. Just because I only played it on the Wii and I can only see the way. No, I get you, bro. Like, dude, I miss the Wii so bad. Like, I have it. I just don't know where like all the wires and cords are to it. But dude, if I can find it, bro, I will be playing that Wii like crazy. I used to that Michael Jackson experience. I used to have this Sonic the Hedgehog game called Sonic and the Black Knight. If you know, you know. That game is fire. But anywho, so if you guys see these like red, orangey, like glowing lanterns, this indicates an NPC you can talk to.
Oh, you must be a hunter. And not one from around here either. I'm Gilbert, a fellow outsider. You must have had a fine time of it. Yharnam has a special way of treating guests. Well, I don't think I could stand if I wanted to, but I'm willing to help if there's anything that can be done. This town is cursed. Whatever your reasons might be, you should plan a swift exit. Whatever can be gained from this place, it will do more harm than good. Pale blood, you say? Never heard of it. But if it's blood you're interested in, you should try the Healing Church. The church controls all knowledge on blood ministration and all varieties of blood. Across the valley to the east of Yharnam lies the town of the Healing Church. known as the Cathedral Ward. And deep within Cathedral Ward is the old Grand Cathedral, the birthplace of the healing church's special blood, or so they say. Yarnamites don't share much with outsiders. Normally, the hunt is on.
Alright, so Gilbert is one of the very few like friendly NPCs you can come across. He's very helpful though. Pretty much he's like the first thing ever to tell you like, hey, go over here. He pretty much say, go over here, that's where you'll find the Grand Cathedral, and that's where you'll probably find Pale Blood, because that's where all the fucking blood shit's going on now. Anyway, Gilbert's pretty cool. You definitely want to go back and talk to him. He'll give you a flamethrower for the free ski, which if you're playing an arcane build, that's gonna be like your bread and butter for the first like half of the game. What am I doing? Holy crap! Wait, I need to go to the hunter's dream. I was about to progress without any weapons. So we're gonna get a cool little cutscene because this is our first time going into the hunter's dream. This is the hunter's dream. I'll discuss like lore on this probably later, because this can get very confusing. But I want to talk a bit about what Gilbert was talking about. He mentioned that the town of Yharnam is cursed, and earlier I mentioned that Yharnam uses some special blood. And this blood is what like pretty much like heals all these illnesses and whatnot. But this blood ended up like plaguing the town and whatnot, cursing them and turning the Yharnamites into a beast. And what the healing church decided to do in response to that is employ these hunters. And it's a hunter's job to slay and kill these beasts. There's more to it. Is I promise you, it is not like that surface level. It's never that surface level in these FromSoft games. I can't speak.
You must be the new hunter. Welcome to the hunter's dream.
Anywho, yada 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 yada. This is Gurman. He's the first ever hunter. He's actually a pretty tragic character. I could go on and on about his character and what I like about him, but I've been kind of going pretty slow. I'm gonna probably speed things up. I know Central Yharnam like the back of my hand. I don't really know how I'm gonna go about it. Like, I don't really know which route I'm gonna take. I think I'm just gonna play everything by ear and just try my best to explain my thought process throughout this playthrough. Yeah, the Sonic storybook duology was childhood nostalgia. Yeah, it was Sonic in the Black Knight and Sonic in the Secret Ring with the fucking genie. Those games are, those games are fire. I don't care what anybody said. So you have an option. You can jump down here and skip a whole bunch of, nonsense. And actually, I think I might do that. I'm gonna go to Esophagus. Or actually, I'm gonna head over to her clinic now. I'll explain what I'm talking about very soon. So right here, the game want to trick you. You see an item, you go, ooh, piece of candy. But there's going to be a guy like right here, and he's going to like spoil the surprise. So I just go, hey, yo, fuck you, guy. I say spoil the surprise. He's going to spoil the shut up. You know what I'm trying to say. Oh, also, there's another guy too. You can kind of see him poking out. Like, bruh, like, I see you. Wow. So usually the way that I deal with this area, I just try to lead as much as them as I can up here. That was close. Oh my gosh. Got a decent chunk of them. Now, what I'm really worried about is the dog that's like right over there. Because the dog could really like fuck up a perfect run. I think there it is. Oh, I'm trying to lock onto the dog and be behind him. These pitchfork guys are also give me like a hard time sometimes. It's just because they have like that thrusting attack. I accidentally knocked off, and I almost panicked there. Ain't gonna lie. And then I deal with the snipers. Oh, there's a staircase there. See what I mean? The pitchfork is always those pitchfork guys, bro. What was I gonna say about the shield guys again? Oh, so this is like a good lesson for like new players. This game is more aggressive than the other Souls games, and a good way to like show that is you have these guys with, you know, shields, and you can simply just attack either way, and it's just like little shit like that. That along with if you notice, every time I've taken damage, if I can deal damage fast enough, I get a little bit of my health back. So it's just stuff like that that encourages a more aggressive playstyle. Oh, I thought. Anyway, I'm just trying to clean up the streets of Yarnum right now, because I'm gonna make my way back over there, and we're gonna talk about this dude later. We're not talk about this dude, but I'm gonna show you some tech with that dude who's on the other side of the gate. There still should be, yeah, I thought there was a few guys back here. I'm about to die. I always say that every time my health gets low. I'm about to die. You guys are gonna hear that a lot. So earlier I mentioned the lanterns. So this is like another NPC we can talk to, but they're not as friendly as Gilbert.
Lads, you've come on. You'd open the door on a night of a hunt. Away with you. Now.
Bloodborne no hit. Do it, Milk. I don't know who the hell you think I am. Oh yeah, you guys peep the Gengar? That's it. I just wanted to flex a little Gengar pillow. But here's another NPC.
You that outsider?
Are you that outsider?
Well, I don't want anything to do with you. Trot along, will ya?
Trot along, will ya? Like, alright, dickhead. So these guys are talking about the night of the hunt. So yeah, this is the night of the hunt. We're hunters, so you know we're hunting. But if you notice, like, wait, hold on, we're a hunter. Why are the town folk hunting us? Well, if you also notice that the town folk, they kind of look like some beast. Now that's the curse. The curse, you turn into beasts. The town folk, they're kind of crazy. They can't. I thought I heard footsteps. Sorry, I thought somebody was gonna attack me. So they can't differentiate between human and beast anymore. Like they're that like bloodlusted, and that's what happens. You kind of get drunk off the blood, and the blood just kind of like drives you mad. And you'll see that a lot with well, I'm not gonna say you'll see that a lot, but you'll see it with some characters in this game. I say some, but I really only have one in mind, but we'll talk about him later. Anywho, before I deal with the executioner, I do want to take a trip back to esophagus. Back to this motherfucker's clinic. Gengar pillow tough, appreciate it, Gangy.
Are you out on the hunt?
Yes.
Then I'm very sorry, but I cannot open this door.
So long story short, she can't open the door because of the plague, the illness, the curse that's going on. She don't want any of that to infect any of her patients inside. But she gave us this pretty cool blood vial, which I'll probably use in a boss fight. You don't really have to like don't be too conservative with these, man. Like they like they're cool. You only get like a handful of them throughout the game, but it's, to me, I kind of use them as backup if I literally have nothing left and I think I could still kill the boss. But that's just me. But I don't know. If some expert out there says that they're useful, then listen to them. Don't listen to me, because I don't really use them that much. Alright, let me lock in. Because these guys, they hit hard. Got him. Whew. I always get nervous when I fight these guys because they have so many like different movesets, and I don't have any of that memorized. But we will come across these guys later in the game. But if you notice, this area that he's around have a lot of coffins. It's very interesting. But I suppose we'll find more about that later. Find more about that later. Why does that sound weird? Why do I feel like I talk like English is my second language, bro? Yeah, I think that's it. Alright, so now we're about to go on the other side of this door. I think that's all of this part of Yarnum. Let me go grab this item back here, though. This is a blood clot dew, cold blood dew. That's what it's called. There you go. Bloodstone shards. You really pick up a lot of these throughout the game. I didn't really realize that until I was playing earlier today. Alright, so for this guy, if you just run straight past him, he will always do the same animation. You just charge up your heavy. But if you hit it right and not miss like a dumbass like I did, then you could get a free ski off of him. But these guys are easy to kill. They have really slow wind-ups, so you can parry them pretty easily. But long story short, this guy will always do the same animation every single time. He'll just do that slow turn. So if you just run right past him, and if you like position yourself right and do a charge heavy, like free kill right there. That torch would be useful when we get to Old Yarnum. The Diddy blood. Alright, buddy. Parry on Wayward Son. Or parry on my Wayward Son. I gotta be real with you. I don't get that reference. I don't know if that's a reference. I don't know if that's a joke. I feel stupid. I don't get it. You have to dumb it down for me, buddy. Carry on my wayward son. I don't get it, man. It's just me though. Actually, scratch that. I'm gonna do the shortcut first. I want to get this shortcut. Haha, it's from a song, Carry On My Waivers. Got you. If I remember, I'll try to look up that song. I like when people put me on the music. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just saying shit, I ain't gonna lie. Half the time I just be yapping. Now you want to be careful in this house. It's dark as fuck. But this old man in a chair, he's actually like a scumbag. So what you want to do is backstab him and have no regret for it at all. So this note right here is pretty much one of the other things in this game telling you to like go to the cathedral ward. Gilbert told you to go to it, and that's one of the first things you see. So this is if you're observant enough, you can figure out where to go. But as like if you're a new player, you're bound to get lost in Central Yarnum. You just are. But the level design is genius. So as you can see, a little shortcut. I just like to open that shortcut pretty early. How do I want to proceed? Actually, I think I know. I'll go upstairs. Nigga ain't let bro fight. Hell nah. If you let any of these fuckers catch you lacking, bro. Should I fight the cleric beast now? I think I could do it. Yeah, I'll fight the cleric beast now. So we're about to fight the cleric beast. So if you've right now we are like on the bridge. So when we leave the clinic and we see that bridge, we are now on that bridge. So this is where we need to go. This is that cathedral ward area. The gate is right there ahead. Let's get to it. Let's just try to kill this guy first. I was almost late for it. I hate these fucking crows. Oh! I heard they got some like crazy lore to them, but I actually don't know these like the lore to these crows at all. So anyway, let's go to this gate. We're about to go to the cathedral ward, you know, get some fucking pale blood and whatnot. But oh no! This motherfucker. Oh, I forgot to equip my shit. Hold on, wait 1 second. Don't attack me yet. Okay. So, all the Molotovs you collected up until this point. What am I talking about? All the Molotovs you've collected is useful in this fight. You throw an oil urn, bam. Because this motherfucker, he's super weak to fire. In fact, most beast enemies in this game, super weak to fire. So what I do, I just chuck Molotovs like I'm Tom Brady. But be careful. Try not to get too close to him, because he has this grab attack that I don't know how to read. You can parry him, but I'm not really good at parrying him. I'd rather just chuck Molotovs at him. If you throw an oil urn before you throw a Molotov, it does bonus damage. Also, if you get really lucky and you angle it right, you hit him in the face, you can actually stun him. He actually just fucking killed me, that's crazy. Hello, this audio in this fight is so obnoxious. Yeah, because this dude's screeching in my ear. That's actually embarrassing. I died to this nigga. I've. Wow. Well. Oh yeah. Now that I have insight, she's awake, but I'll talk about that later. I want to kill this fucking boss. I'm mad that I actually lost to him. But it is what it is. It just goes to show, man. It doesn't matter how many times you play these games, bro. Don't get too confident, I guess. But the boss fight's gonna be a bit harder because I don't have a bunch of Molotovs to spam. So I guess, I mean, hey, it could be a good thing because then you guys could, I guess, see like how you're supposed to fucking fight him if you don't want to cheese him with fire. But he's an optional boss, bro. So it doesn't really matter. You could skip past him. Anywho. Oh, I thought he jumped up in the air, my dumbass. Alright, no more Molotovs. Gotta do the old-fashioned way. So, a good strategy, he has a big giant arm, so stay on the little arm side. That's the grab I was talking about, by the way. I'm gonna see if I can actually parry him. I can't parry that arm. I have to. Yeah, I'm gonna die if I keep on trying to parry him. I'm just gonna try to fight him normally. If I do it, I do it. Should have killed me. Ooh. Oh. Yo, can this guy shut up? This fucking screeching in my ear. This fight would be so much quicker if I had all my Molotovs, bro. If I would have but yeah, he's an easy fight. You just gotta attack his asshole the entire time. But ideally, so what you want to do, you go in there, you just fucking toss the Molotovs at him, and by the time you toss all your Molotovs, he had like 30% of his health left, and you just attack his ass. But yeah. Anyway, I'll try not to die again. I was kind of hoping to go all stream without dying, but it is what it is. It happens. Anywho, this is an optional boss because she supposed to come over here and be like, oh look, the gate's closed, wah wah, and yeah, there's nothing you can really do. But now we have insight. So the first time we went into the hunter's dream, the doll was just laying there, right? But now that we have insight, that our mind have expanded, we are now able to like perceive things that the normal human brain can't like process, bro. That's pretty much what insight is. It's like some HP Lovecraft like Cthulhu shit, where it's like interdimensional fucking godlike beings that the human mind can't comprehend. The more insight your character gets, the more of these weird shit your character can see. And if you just have one insight, you can talk to the doll, and that's talking to the doll is how you like level up and whatnot. That's pretty like basic like all that shit. But anyway,
Hello, good hunter.
easy GG.
I am a doll.
Also throw the
Here
oil
in
in
the
first to make the
stream to
Molotov
look
do more
after
damage.
you.
Yeah.
Honorable hunter, pursue the echoes of blood, and I will channel them into
Lore
your
accurate
strength.
London. I didn't even see that.
You will have beasts to
All right. She just yapped. Anywho.
very well.
I can't see any of my blood echoes. Okay, so that's how much I have. So I'm just gonna dump all of it into skill right now.
Farewell.
Yeah.
May you.
Yep. Anywho, now I'm gonna go back to Central Yarnum, not to the Great Bridge, because wait, no, I want to go back to the Great Bridge. Okay, I don't know why I did that. It is what it is. It doesn't matter. But if oh well, never mind, because I can talk to Gilbert right now. So yeah, after you kill the cleric beast, Gilbert will have some additional dialogue.
Yes, I see. But the Great Bridge is the only way to the Cathedral Ward. And during the hunt, the bridge is closed. You could try the aqueduct. There's a rather, how shall I put it, colourful area south of the Great Bridge. From there, an aqueduct leads to the Cathedral Ward. Not a place you'd normally want to visit, but I don't imagine you have much of a choice, do you?
Yep.
No.
So the aqueduct, whatever. The thing he's talking about is pretty much like, I think it's like a sewer thing. I mean, that's what it is in the game, but I'm assuming that's what that word means. I never fucking heard that word in my life. I ain't gonna lie. But these guys are some pretty good parry practice. Bonk. Come here, boy. I should one-shot these. Yeah, now because my skill is up. So when you hit these visual attacks, in order to do more damage, you have to increase your skill. I think that's how it works. Something like that. So that's really why I go for professional all the time, or skill builds, because like that's how I really play these games. I just try to go for visual attacks. I just spam my fucking gun. Ah! Genuine jump scare. Because why the fuck? Why is this doll doing all the way up here? Yo, yeah, the dog is normally not all the way up there, right? That's weird. Maybe I'm tripping. So now we're about to meet one mean old cranky bitch, and I don't use that word lightly.
You're a hunter, aren't you? Shit, seems. Well, do you know of any safe places? I've heard I have. Shutting up indoors isn't always enough. Well, if you hadn't have got off your arses, you wouldn't be in this mess. You're obligated to help me, you hear? So what'll it be? Are you going to tell me you're not? Yeah, I should have known. You're good for nothing. No respect for the elderly is what that is.
Now,
Go on.
unfortunately, later in the game, it is good if you do go back and like get her, because she gives you some pretty. She gives you a very useful item, sedatives, and you can farm for sedatives for sure, like later in the game. But you know, getting some from her, and then her dying because of it, feels good, you know. But up here, we can meet another friendly face, one of my favorite characters in this game, Eileen the Crow.
Oh, a hunter, are you? And an outsider? What a mess you've been caught up in. And tonight of all nights. Here, to welcome the new hunter. Prepare yourself for the worst. There are no humans left. They're all flesh-hungry beasts now. Still lingering about. What's wrong? A hunter unnerved by a few beasts? No matter. Without fear in our hearts, we're little different from the beasts themselves.
Alright, but yeah, she's really cool character. You'll see her again for sure. One of the coolest designs. Coolest outfits in the game. I'm actually not ready to come down here yet. Just gonna kill this guy though. And the reason why is because I do want to go back to that Great Bridge, which I believe the quickest route would be through the house. Yeah. A hunter must hunt. Yeah, I should have got. Yeah, I should have talked to her again so I could get that dialogue. I'm actually I'm gonna go back and talk to her just so I can get that specific dialogue. Enough trembling in your boots. A hunter must hunt. Fucking love Eileen. Oh. Have I pressed? That's my fault. Damn. Alright, so I wanted to go over here so I can get some drip. Oh yeah, by the way, take a look at that. Yeah, pretty interesting. I knew. Why don't you just look at it? Parkour. Damn! That was a hard drop. I did not mean to take that. Anywho. Come down here. These guys are pretty easy to parry. Not so scary. Kinda running low on bullets. this away, I guess. So these guys with like the little the pole, the little pike, they're a bit more harder to deal with than the guys with the cleaver. And that's just because their moveset's a bit more, I guess, like faster. I actually get a little nervous when I go against those guys. Damn it, I missed it. Have to go back up there and get it. Bitch ass rat. Killing all you fuckers. Free echoes. Damn, all y'all turn y'all. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Relax. Alright. You know, I originally wasn't planning on like doing all of Yarnum, but I ended up just doing all of fucking Yarnum. I was gonna like just like low-key speed run through this shit, but it's almost hard to. That was close. There we go. Oh. Alright, let's get the drip drip. Nice. These guys are not dead. But they are free blood echoes. You don't need to kill these guys at all. Like they are so slow you can actually just run past them all and not deal with them, but you know, free echoes. Why not? But I will say, like, having them all group up like this, it is pretty hard to tell like which one are like still alive and which ones are the ones who killed. So keep your guard up. But if you go up this ladder, and then after this ladder you go up this ladder, kill a couple turtles. Madman's knowledge. Must hunt. Hunter. Oh my gosh, it sounds like a music box is playing.
Who are you?
So this is a little girl. Long story short, she's looking for her mother. Her mother went out looking for her daddy because her dad goes out on a hunt. But sometimes when her dad goes out on a hunt, he kind of like forgets his family, you feel me? But a good way to calm him down, playing that music box. Her mom went out looking for her dad, but she forgot the music box. So she gave us the music box, and now we gotta look for her daddy. And it's also a cool little shortcut. Enough trembling in your boots. Oh, hunter must hunt.
What are you still doing here? Enough trembling in your boots. A hunter must hunt.
I don't know who the voice actress is for Eileen, but we need her in more, like, video games. She gives me, like, auntie vibes. She's a good little hunter auntie. Auntie Eileen. Makes you feel safe, you feel me? Makes me feel like there's gonna be some nice buttery biscuits. But nah, instead we're in fucking Yarnum. It's nothing but blood. Crazy people who worship interdimensional gods and unconsensual pregnancy. And that's like the real thing in this fucking game. Yarnum. God damn! Yarnum's just full of hell. Hellish creatures. Hellish everything. Everything is hell. Yarnum is just hell, honestly. I'd rather live in Attack on Titan before I like live in fucking Bloodborne Yarnum, bro. That shit's dog shit. I'm gonna have to come back up though, so I can jump down on this side and grab that weapon, the saw spear. Saw spear is one of my favorite weapons in the game. It's pretty much exactly like this saw cleaver, except it has the thrusting